In 2018, after Duran stepped up to pick out a shooting suspect in a lineup, she was lured, kidnapped, shot 10 times, and killed.
Posada Vasquez pleaded guilty to all charges.
Hi, this is Ray here, and we will be listing down our top 5 reactions to gang leaders arrested for a lifetime. It is common knowledge that you should stay far away from gangs because they are far from friendly. They commit heinous crimes such as theft, murder, etc., and usually get away easily with it. They are also why many people in the communities they rule are left traumatized and scared to do even normal routines. So it does not come as a surprise that we have gotten some noteworthy reactions in the court when the gang leaders are imprisoned for a lifetime. Without further ado, let us get started. Number 1. John Gotti.
The murder of the boss, the feds say he replaced Paul Castellano and top aide Tommy Bilotti.
John Gotti was the boss of the Gambino crime family in New York City. It is said that Gotti was one of the most powerful and dangerous crime bosses in the United States. He was given the name Dapper Don for his flamboyant style. His ill-doings caught on to him in 1992 for 5 murders, conspiracy to commit murder, obstruction of justice, tax evasion, illegal gambling, extortion, and many other crimes. For these crimes, he received life in prison without the possibility of parole. Even after hearing the sentencing, he stood up and smiled, just as casually as any other day, while his countless followers were chanting, flag-waving, and protesting in front of the courthouse. Number 2. George Gould Thomas.
Thomas was convicted on 52 charges, including 7 of murder.
George Gould Thomas. George Gould Thomas was known as the leader of the feared 28S gang. He was convicted of 144 charges that consisted of 19 of murder and many more. It is said that 6 of his witnesses were murdered even when he was incarcerated. The judges decided that he showed no remorse regarding all the lawful acts that he had committed and would not stop if the law did not step up. Even after George Gould was sentenced to 7 life sentences, he still couldn't stop smiling and acting all cocky. Number 3. Lee Rios.
More comments than simply the sentence alone.
Lee Rios was one of the most notorious and strong Latin King gang members. He was sentenced to life in prison for the Springfield killing of 18-year-old Kenneth Lopes. Usually, such powerful criminals think that they can get away with doing such horrendous crimes without anyone even pointing a finger at them, as they know people fear them too much to even speak louder than them. But with the help of a few courageous people, justice won in the end, and Lee Rios was sentenced to life in prison. If you liked the video till now, do not forget to subscribe to our channel Courtroom Convicts, well informed about various kinds of cases that will certainly engross you. Number 4. Lisandro Posada Vasquez.
Lisandro Posada Vasquez appeared in Bedford Circuit Court Tuesday, sentenced to life in prison for aggravated murder and abduction for financial benefit.
Lisandro Posada Vasquez, the leader of the MS-13 gang, faced charges along with 4 other members for the murder of Raymond Wood Young and selling marijuana. It comes as no surprise that Lisandro was charged with a mutiny of serious offenses, and the court ultimately decided to sentence him to life imprisonment for aggravated murder and another additional 10 years for not only partaking in a gang, but also leading them. Yet, Lisandro showed no signs of remorse during the trial despite committing such dreadful crimes. Number 5. Abel Gallegos. Abel Gallegos was responsible for the murder of 28-year-old Simon Duran alongside 2 other gang members.
Just 3 and 4 years old, motherless, because she did the right thing. In 2018, after Duran stepped up to pick out a shooting suspect in a lineup, she was lured.
Simon had identified Alonso Quintana as a suspect during the investigation of attempted murder. This triggered the gang members. They lured her into a hotel, kidnapped her, and then shot her multiple times. As if that was not enough, they set her body on fire with gasoline. Thankfully, many people witnessed their crimes, and there was solid proof pointing straight at them. As a result, Abel was sentenced to 120 years in prison, with an additional 163 years as well. Abel's reaction to all of this is pretty disturbing. If you didn't know that he was sitting on trial, then you would have probably thought that he was watching TV casually. That is all for the video, folks. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel to be updated with much more interesting and intriguing courtroom cases taking place all around the world.